Alright, I guess I'll start this off. I was kind of angry when I started this project because I didn't really want to do it. But, so this is an A6 that I've had sitting in this box in this corner, fully covered in all of its goodies for the last couple of, well, basically a year and a half, 2 years almost. Throttle body, IACV or VC or whatever, and then the fuel rail, which is very strange. It looks like a SI fuel rail almost. It's A6, so it probably is an SI fuel rail when you think about it. But yeah, so got a new skunk too. You can see how much gasket is left on here. It took a lot to get the rest of this shit off. The TPS was broken on it, that's why I ordered a new one. I could see that somebody else had already come in here and recalibrated it at some point. Interesting, I didn't notice that until just a second. But yeah, so this should be good for extra parts, or if I decide to clean it up, take it apart and just resell it. Yeah, so got that stuff off, got all the accoutrements that go with it, hiding in a little plastic bag in my keep a pile box. I know it's in there. It's got all the throttle cable attachments and all that junk on there, so probably going in there. Like I said, I have a Skunk 2 Alpha. I went to 66 because it closest matches a Z6 that I have. I know I can get to 70 and bust it down, but I didn't want to do that. Plus my intake pipe is 60s. So yeah. So throttle body out there is going to be coming, I think, this Saturday or whatever. I think this is the Z6. I can't remember if it's the Z6 or the B7. No, it's the Z6 because it doesn't have the gap right there. So I happen to know, I think I was using the B7 fuel injectors, which would be concurrent with the thought that I wasn't getting enough power. So I was thinking I either had a clogged fuel injector, but then when I decided to redo these guys, remembering that these are 240, and I think the B7s might have even been B5s I got this. No, it was a, yeah, it was a, I can't remember, it was a B7 or a B5, which are either the 180 or the 190 or the 215 cc. I can't remember off the top of my head, but they had a yeah, so anyways, these are the 235. These are, I think those are the one, like 180s or whatever, and then these are the 235 off the A6. I'm pretty sure when I sent the other car to the junkyard, I might have put those injectors on, because I don't even remember. I was hoping I had some Y8s left over when I rebuilt a friend's car, but I think I sent those with the guy. I was planning on swapping them out because I knew they were better. I can't remember if I did. At this point, I'm on like the 7th pair of injectors that I've been juggling, generally like three pairs at a time. So I know that I have the A6 SI ones right here, which are, I believe, 235 cc. So those will be an upgrade. I got a tester and flow kit coming so I can clean them and test them. And then I'll be adding, or I also have a kit with all brand new filters and O-rings and stuff, because these filters on here are definitely, they've been had. There's some stuff in there, some stuff up in there. So anyways, yeah, I got the rebuild kit for those coming, plus the tester, the Alpha throttle body, the new manifolds out there. I also have a new fuel filter coming, and believe it or not, I pulled the trigger. I wanted to do it for like forever, but I got a fuel tank, straps, and a new drop-in fuel pump hanger assembly, the full boat. So I'm going to be redoing the fuel tank, the fuel pump with the straps, the injectors, the filter. So there shouldn't be any excuses when it comes to like none when it comes to fuel delivery in this car. I think it should be plenty fine. I know that rail's good. I have like 6 fuel pressure regulators. I'm still deciding whether or not I want to put the Energy one back in there. I will decide on that later. I keep putting it in and then something happens and I take it out, and that's not the problem. It's a symptom of the problem, so I keep taking it out and it's never the problem. So I keep just putting it back in, and then something happens and I take it out. So, yeah. I don't even know why I have it. It's naturally an aspirated car. It's just, I like the way it looks. But yeah, aside from that, I also have some paint projects coming up. I ordered the custom color for the interior here, so I also got paint strippers. I'll be stripping all of this down inside, priming it, and then painting it my special color, and then probably clear coating it. It's just kind of like a billet aluminum, like an olive green, pepperoncini kind of look. I think it'll be interesting. Kind of like a flat light green. Anyways, so yeah, back to cleaning the throttle body out there, and then yeah, I guess we're gonna start this week off with just a bunch of shit. All right, get this guy about as clean as it's gonna get. Gonna let it continue to dry a little bit, dab up the exits. Then I'm going to go ahead and tape it off and then paint it. So, yeah, it should be black when it comes back. It's about as good as it gets. I have to figure out what this is. I think it's brake boost. On my other one, it comes off the back here. But then there's this guy, which I don't have coming off of mine. I'll have to look at the throttle body and see if which lines line up with which, see what the egress system is, but there it is. Alright, got my first little tack coat on there. Just very lightly. I started spraying it and then forgot that I hadn't taped that off yet. So sprayed it off, taped it down. It's already looking a little blacker. I can't tell if it's just my phone or not, but I think it's gonna be pretty nice looking, Alright, first coat on, just about a third of the can. Just went around really slowly and did really light coats over and over and over again. Got a little thick towards the center here when I was trying to get in between the baffles. I think I'm going to wait, use another third of the can on the top, and then wait to go from underneath to get more of a fan direction so I'm not pooling on top. But yeah, there's that. And so while I got the throttle body paint drying, the first coat there, I'm going to go ahead and disassemble these guys, get them all cleaned up, ready for testing. Alright, got them all cleaned up. I think they're looking way better. You just saw before and after. I got to sit here and scrub each one of them for like 15 minutes. I can't remember if my kit comes with new tips or not. I'm going to leave these on here for right now just because I want to test them. And once I know that they're working and everything like that, then I'll pull these off. I'm pretty sure it might come with new ones, but I can't remember. I don't feel like looking it up. So, now that that's done, I had my second coat put on over here. And it's been sitting for about 20 minutes, so I pulled off the masking tape. I think it came out pretty good. Nice long look at it. It's never gonna look this nice again. Oh, I did get a new idle air control valve that's coming today as well. Just gotta figure out what I'm gonna do about the air intake temperature. Alright, so that's that guy. I'm nice and shiny and pretty. Hey, so I was looking through my box of junk over here, and I found the grommet for the Pcv valve, which fits in there perfect. And while I was looking, I found this awesome one that I remember I bought, but I didn't end up needing, so I didn't use it. It was a little dirty from being in the drawer, so I just cleaned it out with some carb cleaner. So, alright, sweet, I got those two done. Now I gotta find something else to do. Alright, so while I'm waiting for Amazon to show up so I can finish doing these guys, also, this black thing right there is my fucking phone case, and I have to hold it up. I got a new one coming, so this should be the last video. I was waiting like 2 months for this specific company to make it, and they're just dropping the ball, so I had to up one, and I don't know. It's long story short, yeah, this thing is stupid. But anyways, so yeah, well, I'm waiting for this kit to show up for this guy. I can't install my PCV valve yet. This paint's still obviously still wet. It's looking pretty nice inside. I managed to put a palm print in right there. It's, you know, directly where everything's going to be seen. Hopefully it'll get covered a little bit by this. In case you're wondering what I'm doing there, this is what I'm doing. I've been looking forever. Every time I go to the junkyard, I try and pop these guys out, and they never, you know, they just crumble. They just fall apart. They're just so old, plasticky, or, you know, they're glued in or whatnot. So I bought like 15 of these different things, trying to find just the right one. And I went to Lowe's, and they had them, and they're like $1.89 for like 2 of them. It's 1/4 inch screw. This is what it is, just a square. In case you're wondering, H something 375 616 square, something like that. That'll help you find it. That just sucker just snapped right in there. It's perfect. Doesn't go up or down at all. It only goes back and forth. Fits in there just perfect. There's 2 to a package. I think it was like $1.89. So I'm gonna keep doing that. I also have some nice big, fancy, thick gold bolts for those. Some brass. Match the hardware in the trunk. So I'm gonna do that while I'm just waiting around. All right, got them all out. I was trying to get one out in complete fashion so that I could show you the difference in size, but you know, that ain't gonna happen. I was trying, but so now I got a bunch of garbage. That's my garbage bag. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean this up real quick. Maybe even throw a quick little black spray paint on there. Maybe something fun, some gold or something underneath there. Some shine through, we'll see. All right, got a nice painted. Extra good detail. Yeah, I just want something shiny underneath. I'm gonna be stripping from here down, so that's not gonna matter. And I just razor blade the window, so that's not gonna matter. The cowling's gonna cover most of the overspray or whatnot. I didn't get into the corners at all, so pay attention to that. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and put the clips in, and then put the cowling back on. See what she looks like. Alright, just got a razor blade down and some window cleanered off. Got the clips in there and about to throw the cowling on. That looks good. Doesn't look as good on the camera as it does in person, but I think that looks really good. Put some of my favorite stuff in the world, Rain-X, on here to try and give it that kind of matte, the shiny matte, and that really fucking pops. I think it looks really good. Yeah, buddy. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I had one left over. Ooh, all right, let's get them windshield wipers on. See what it looks like. Looking hard. All right, it's back on. Take a peek and see what she looks like. Oh, now you're all sideways. Come back. Yeah, there it is. I think that looks good. It's kind of just like a subtle, you can't even really tell. It's pretty good. Can't even tell. It's so little things, you know. It's you can't tell unless you're gonna be in the sunlight, I don't think. But see if I can't replicate a little sunlight here. Yeah, you're not gonna tell unless you're like in the right angle. But you can see that gold under there. It's down there. You can see it? That look cool, maybe. Or it looks totally stupid. I left the thing off. Because I think I'm going to grab some of this stuff, this screen door stuff. But I've been waiting until they get the right color in. I would have just spray painted that black, but that'd take forever. The white with the black is just forever, so. Alright, got that done. Still waiting on Amazon. I don't know what time it is. It is 5:17. See, my packages are supposed to be here between 5 and something or other. The news was just over here filming the building across the street. See if Amazon snuck up on me. Nope, nothing. Alright, well, back down the wall. Well, I guess I gotta find something else to do now. Alright, so 15 minutes after closing up shop and getting everything put away, Amazon showed up around 6:15 with all my goodies in it. That's an amplifier. So let's see here. I got my 8-painter, my fuel injector tester. Sweet. Be using that guy. And here I got spark plugs, idle air control valve, and the rebuild kit. There I got piston ring compromiser, compressor. I like compromiser, and a fuel filter with no brackets. Sweet. And of course, the coup de grace, the Delphi hanger and pump. Boy, that is shiny, huh? Alright, let's get this throttle body built. Alright, got these guys all switched out. These tips didn't want to go on, and so I ended up having to use a heat gun to get them on. But after I destroyed one of them, broke into like 8 pieces and just flew around the garage here. So I had to use one of the older ones. Not a big deal. Luckily I was able to save a couple, 2 specifically. Cleaned it up, got it on there. Looks good, looks fine. So I got the tester all figured out. The tips that it comes with, they're hardwired directly into it. You can't get them side by side into the Honda injectors. It just doesn't, the width wise, they won't fit. So I crammed a couple wires in there and made a lead off of it. I'm just gonna clip them onto this guy and then clip them onto the injector pins using some mini hooks. So hopefully that works. I'm gonna figure out how to get this guy going, and then I'm gonna shoot some stuff through it. So after messing around with all that for a while, it popped into my head that I could just go into my wire box. And after about 15 minutes of struggling with old tape and stuff, I found, yay, this guy, which I won't focus on. So I'm just gonna use this little pigtail, see if that works. Alright, got my little system set up here. My little Jimmy rig chain gang going on. See how this guy works, huh? See if it works. It took me a second to figure out how to get it to just pulse and whatnot. Just set up, and I hit the pulse button on number 4, so it'll give me a little time. I think this is 100 hits. So it's coming out good. You can see the pattern that it's shooting out on the ground. It's coming out in a nice fanned spray. Bunch of little jerks. So I'm going to continue on with these guys, just keep doing that. Comes with this little tube that fits on there pretty snugly. Leaves you with a little excess in there, but pretty neat little thing for like 30 bucks. Not bad at all. I'll go ahead and try a couple different of the pulse modes. It's on 4 now. If you want to reset it, you gotta like unplug it, and then it'll go back to 0, and you can go mode 1, 2, 3, or 4. Or 0, I don't know what 0 is. Nothing. So yeah, that thing's pretty cool. I wish these fit onto the Honda without having to mess around with them, but there it is. Injector testing going on. 2 down, 2 to go. Works, works, works. Doesn't work. Multimetered out, they're all within spec. They're all reading at like 2.4, 2.3 ohms. And then from here on, it's I checked the voltage coming through here while it was running. It's running good. Got good battery, obviously. It's your battery voltage, yeah. It wants me to disconnect the ECU. Well, it's not connected to an ECU, so I don't know what to do. So I'm gonna have to do a little bit of research and find out why that guy's not working. Not really a big deal. I have 4 more in the car currently, but like I said, I want to figure this out so I can match all of my injectors, of course. Alright, so after a bunch of trial and error, I discovered that regardless of if those injectors work or not, they are low impedance. And the Z6 engine, which I have in here, is the OBD1, which is a high impedance. So after going through, I checked all of these guys. They all click perfectly. All the ohms measure out 11.9. So I'm going to end up using these. I'm just going to have to put the new filters and O-rings and stuff on that, and just swap them over onto this guy. No big deal. So yeah, it just sucks that I wasted a little bit of time on all that. About 3 hours. So yeah, alright, moving on to the rest of the throttle body. Let's see what we can get done. Ah! Damn, just about I got a flying fluke. It was a fluke something. Alright, idle air control valve. I've never bought a new, this was $50. I've never bought a new refurbished one before. I've always just sprayed them out. Just like that one down there. I've always just sprayed them out. Because generally they get full of crap and crud. You just fill up that screen and you get the little fins in there. Because there's a piston and it slides back and forth, and that's what allows the air to come in and out of there. So yeah, a nice new clean one with a nice filter on there. Let's check it out. Sweet, this one came with a bunch of shit. The screen is already torn. And it's got a bunch of shit all over it. But at the end of the day, still better looking than the one I got. Alright, so I just popped open the bottom to see what the brand new would look like. I mean, shit has some kind of rust or something. I'd almost be willing to bet somebody already had installed this. You can see where they put the gasket in the corners. It doesn't smell like it's been through an engine or anything's been put through it, but I mean, brand new shouldn't have that crap, right? Alright, so I was looking at the bottom plate, looking how kind of chintzy it was and just kind of cheap crap. So I looked at the bottom of the other one. Wait a minute. That's a different bottom. Wait a minute, those bolt holes don't line up at all. Shit. Yeah, this. See this bolt hole right here? Doesn't line up at all. Because I ordered this for D16 Z6 and that's an A6. So I'm going to be returning this. I wasn't exactly confident with the rust on the inside and ripped screen already. The gasket's all dried out, so I'm just going to go ahead and return this. I guess I get to go with old OEM here, see what kind of cleaning job I can do on this guy. Back and front. Shit. Alright, that's alright. It's alright. It's okay, it's alright. As long as the plugs work, I guess. I'm gonna have to figure this out. This might be, I don't think there's a difference between OBD1 and OBD0 on the IACV, but we'll find out. Alright, so I've come to the realization that this is not gonna work. As much as I want it to. Even if I cleaned out the idle thermal valve, I'd still figure out how to block off fast idle thermal valve, which is this guy. So I don't have it wired. Since this whole thing is set up for OBD0, all the plugs, all the other shit, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean that up, throw it back on there, and sell it as an A6. Nice and cleaned up, ready to go. Should be able to recover my money, maybe even pay for the skunk too. So what I'm going to do is take this guy off of here, get it painted, tear it down, get it all painted, and then once the throttle body comes, I can figure all that nonsense out. But yeah, as far as keeping the injectors, all the wiring the same and all that, I have a feeling it'd just be easier just to use that throttle body. I figured the only reason I really wanted to use this one is because it has shorter runners. It may be 1 or 2 horsepower, any little bit here and there helps. Shorter, it's lighter. Obviously it's a lot prettier, but at the end of the day, it's going to be a lot easier and pretty much the same result just by using that guy. So unfortunately, that's where this one ends, I guess. until I pull this guy off there and get working on it. So alright, got the new valve stems in, and the new valve stem seals, which I just replaced, so they should be a lot easier to get off and get off rather. And then these guys just came in. Nice looking, like 45 bucks on the Amazon. Grade 8. They're all the same height. I haven't checked to see if they're all the same width. I was under the impression that there was an intake and a... But don't fucking drop that. Alright, yeah, so, yeah, valve stems. But in order to do that, I've got to take this guy off. So, I guess I have to take exhaust manifold, intake manifold, the distributor, some of this wiring stuff. So I'll get on that. Alright, so I just pop these guys off real quick on this SI just to see what's going on here. I'm looking in there. There's just a ton of powder. I don't know if that's coolant residue or sand or what, but that is... There's a lot of whatever that is in there. Bunch. There's a lot. It just keeps coming out. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just kind of cleaning these guys up. We're getting them all the stuff pulled off of them, so that way I can clean them up, sell them. Do you see what I see? Alright, let's get into this, see what we got. Alright, you know what this is? We'll hold off on that a second. Sweet little oil can. It's gonna be sweet. Got a voodoo sticker that's gonna be perfect for that. It's cutting fluid. Let's see, map sensor, GPS sensor. This thing, I've been wanting one of these extensions for a while. Just a quick for the old drill bit right there. Snap in. Alternator belt, they sent me 2. So I guess I'm gonna have to return that. This is for the fuel tank, which is coming tomorrow. That's for the ascending unit gasket. God, you know, I really don't like these. I wish I would have known it was one of these before. I always get these and I keep forgetting that I don't like them. But I got it. It's mine. It's Beck & Harmony. It's good. It's just whatever. A nice little Tecton, cheapy little tap and die set. Nothing crazy. I'm not like a professional tapper and dyer. My old one, I fear, is no longer reliable. I mean, it might be, but I kind of like the idea of rotating it and gapping it as I measure it. So, you know, these things are super cheap these days. Yeah, so, and last but not least, the head gasket. I love how these look with the Permatex coating on there. I think. Or no, I'm sorry, it's Permatorque. Alright, yeah, let's see, let's get this guy. Let's see what's in here. Let's get this, number 2 ripped open. Let's see what this looks like. Oh, more stickers. Yeah, owner's kit. Interesting, it's thick. Shooting with install. Yeah, don't blow yourself up. Oh. That came out weird. What does it come with? Ooh. Voltages. I like nice oiled bolts. Interesting. Ooh, shiny. Big and shiny. Big and shiny. Look how big and shiny. That's the cleanest auto body I have ever seen. Interesting. Only one hole. TPS. Nice. Gasket. Looks good. Looks clean. Sweet. Can't wait to just check this stuff out. It's got this map sensor out of the box here. It comes with a little O-ring. It's got a little O-ring, but it doesn't come with the well, gas. Doesn't come with the bolts for it. This guy came with 2 little hexes that are really nice, or Allen keys that'll fit. They're really nice. I think I want to use those for the TPS sensor just to make sure that they're a little more structurally sound, as it were. But I got this whole thing here full of all these flathead screws that would be perfect. So I just got to go through and figure out which ones I need, and then I can continue on. Alright, managed to find a couple in there that are appropriate. They're a little dirty, so I want to clean them up before I screw them all the way in, but Hey, it's on there. I have a skunk tube with a map sensor. Not for the fun one. So I got the TechSmart TPS. There's the part number should you care. And this thing is nice. It comes like sealed. I was a little, worried. I paid the extra for like the actual, something that had a name brand to it. It didn't just come in like some random thing, but I'm actually kind of impressed. This came with some really nice screws, some hardware. I don't know if you can see them in there. After I get done like looking through all those and cleaning some up, then I get some of these, which I'm planning on using the skunk tube, the nice black ones for.
A blood culture is a test for an infection.
I don't know. It's one of those things. So I'm probably going to swap out the ugly ones with the brand new ones, and then put on the TPS sensor. Oof. There it is. No, those aren't my fingerprints in there. Might be some of mine on the back. But yeah, there it is. TPS is on. I am going to make a Jimmy rigged, Johnny rigged, whatever. I'm going to make a TPS sensor adapter to calibrate that sucker. Let's do that. I just pulled this big old thing of wire out of here and laying right on top. Yeah, color match and everything. TPS. Sweet, so I just gotta clip that sucker. Alright, so I made this little TPS sensor thing here. Got my thing. You see the little gaps there. Sorry it won't focus. I basically just put this guy in there, stretched it out. Very lightly stretched it out so I didn't rip the wire. I just made a little gap so that way I can take my my little mini hook, micro hooks, and just burp, like that, attach it on there like such, and then get my readings. I went ahead and Molex pins these guys down. It's a good thing I have like a lot of these. I ordered 5. I ordered a bunch of these, basically about this amount, and they messed up and sent me. Oh, let me just show you. I ordered a couple of these, and they ended up sending me an ungodly amount. So bank error in my favor, because this is like 25 bucks. That's like 25 bucks. These are like 35 bucks. You know, it just goes on and on and on. I think I ended up paying, shit, I don't even know. Like, it was like 13, 14 bucks. I literally just wanted a couple of them, and they ended up sending me, I think I ordered 5 each, and they sent me literally 5 each of these. 5 each 25 packs. So, yeah, I got very lucky, so that's part of the reason why I'm redoing my entire harness. But anyways, yeah, got Molexed. Clip on there, got my little thing, and I'm ready to do my readings. Alright, so I've got the key is on in the accessories position. I got my voltage set. Got my wires set up. Green is the ground, so that's hooked up. Yellow is the constant voltage, so signal, so I'm checking, or not signal, but power, so I'm checking to make sure that that's there. And I'm going to switch this over to red real quick. Alright, got the signal wire hooked up over here. Ready to go. Looks like I'm running a little low there. Let's crank it up. Yeah, I'm definitely low. I'm a half a volt off of where I should be. Whew. Alright, glad I checked it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. Alright. Wide open throttle. Reading at 4.8. 3. Close it up. The lowest I can get my thing is 0.536. So fully dialed, cranked all the way over to the left. No, I just unplugged my thing. Fully cranked all the way over, I get 0.53, and all the way wide open throttle, I get 483. So I'm gonna go ahead and call that good. Sounds good to me. All right, it's all on there, back together, calibrated. It's going back into the box and over into the pile of engine rebuild stuff. I have to go somewhere on Monday. It's currently Saturday, so I can't actually start that shit. I have to wait a couple more days still. So into the engine box, engine box, suspension box, body box, brake box. extracurricular box. It's all the fun stuff I want to do, but I haven't got around to it. And of course, the gas tank box. That's gonna be fun. Alright, so this is all you get for now until I get more parts. I just wanted to quickly throw on here. I took the old TPS sensor off the A6 that was cracked and broke, and I stripped it down to essentially this. Used the Dremel, just basically got the tube, and I got far enough down as to where I could get the prongs out of there. To have this Molex already up, I'll go ahead and shrink wrap these on there, and then put them on there and see if I can pot them. Look at that. Standing like 10 feet away, I got it all zoomed in. I'm doing a little bit of potting on it. Closer here. Yeah, it just focuses on other crap. So I just did a bunch of heat shrink on it. Only trying to pot it. Not really trying to pot it, just trying to keep it together. I'm just gonna keep hitting up with a heat gun and then sorry, it zoomed in, it's really hard to stabilize. I'm just gonna keep hitting it up with, I got the flowable silicone. Get it on the thing there. Just something to hold it on there. Nothing else, even if it does fall off. Like I tried it and it fits nicely into that little guy right there. Even without the little clip on it, I'm just being funny and stupid right now. So yeah, that's where I'm gonna end this video with the shot of this good looking stuff.